Peace, family. Here with an update video. I haven't seen you guys in 2 weeks, or you haven't seen me rather. I've just had a lot going on. I've been recording videos, however, I haven't been posting videos. I've still been doing my deliveries. I've still been reselling. I've still been active a little bit on social media, but I need to explain to you guys what has happened to me in the last few days, and it's a lot, and it's a lot that I need to break down. I don't know how many videos I've went into the processes that I do, but I'm gonna go into some of my processes now. So if you want to make money doing deliveries, regardless of whatever deliveries you're doing, whether you're doing what we do, which is last mile, or if you're doing box trucking, or if you're in a semi truck, you have to make sure that you have maintenance money and money set aside for the times when you are down, because you're not going to be running every single day. You're not going to run 365 days. There will be downtime. This year, I have had downtime 3 times. I've been to the Toyota dealer 3 times. Now, because I've been doing this for quite some time, and I understand that you can't be check to check. You can't be where you don't have any money at all. So every week, I make a deposit into an investment account where I buy stocks, and I use that money to get my car repaired. So each week I send some money. What you want to do is you want to send at least $20 a week. You know what I'm saying? $20, $30 a week on the low end. Don't say that you don't have it. You got to stop eating lunch as much. You got to stop smoking cigarettes as much. You got to stop drinking beer and drinking soda as much to have this money. Whatever you have to do, you got to not do something if you're going to tell yourself that you don't have the money. So getting into that right now, at this time, I just save $50 a week, which is $200 a month. At the end of the year, you got $2,400 to get repairs on your car. And if nothing happens on your car in 3 years, you'll have $6,000 plus. And since I'm buying stocks with it, most likely you should get more on top of that. You should get some interest and make a little bit more money. But you get where I'm going. I also did this with Bitcoin in 2017. My Toyota Prius that just died was purchased with Bitcoin money. Right now, at this moment, like I said, I'm saving about $2,000 a year, $2,400 a year, which in my eyes should be more than enough. Especially you want to keep your car maintenance. You want to keep tires on your car. You want to make sure you change your oil. You want to do all your recommended maintenances. All of my repairs are done at the dealer at Toyota, because I'm driving the Prius, and I do my maintenance at Valvoline. And the reason why I like to do Valvoline is a quick stop. You go in there, you never get out the car. They go into the car, they handle the procedures as far as changing the oil, they do your fluids, they put air in your tires and whatnot. They tell you what your recommended maintenances are and the things that you should be doing to keep your car in tip-top shape. And that's why I go there. It is expensive. I do pay $100 plus for oil. I get the best oil that they have, a full synthetic blend, and the oil doesn't break down in my cars. It doesn't disappear. I don't know if you've had times where you check your oil and you don't have any oil. I haven't had that problem with Valvoline. I've been going to Valvoline for at least 8 or 9 years straight with all of my cars. And I've been having up to 3 cars at a time, servicing all of my cars at Valvoline, and my cars have been running fantastic. Like I said, using the full synthetic blend oil. But saying that to say, I had to change water pump on my Prius last year around inspection time. So that was about 11 point something calendar months, or 10 point something calendar months. Saying that to say, when I did that, it was $1,000. I got a battery installed, I got my water pump replaced, and my inspection was done. And it was $1,000. I think it was $1,100. I gotta find a receipt. If I find a receipt, I'll post a receipt so you guys can see it and maybe do an update video. So that was done. Then last month, I'm not being approximate because I don't have the receipt in front of me because the car is at the dealer, but about last month, about 30 days ago, 40 days ago, something around that time frame, I was doing deliveries. I was actually at this exact store to pick up, and I went to leave out, and my car died. No throttle at all. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, looks like I got gas. At least my systems, you know, in Toyota, you got a lot of screens and stuff, and it's telling me that I have gas, but I didn't have any throttle. So I called my lady. My lady comes to pick me up because at the time I had my son with me. You know, my rider dies with me most of the time, so we were out here working, and she came and picked me up, or picked us up rather. We sat in the car. We got something to eat, because you know, when you start waiting for this roadside assistance, it gets serious. And my roadside assistance was powered by Gas Buddy. I know I told you guys about getting a gas card. Get your gas card. I'm going to leave the invite link in the description. Get you a gas card, because I got my car towed from Gas Buddy, and that's like the best thing that ever happened to me. More on that later. So we got something to eat. We're in the car. We're waiting for the tow truck. The tow truck comes. We get towed. They tow us to Toyota. Toyota has the car for a few days because it was like around a holiday. I believe it was July 4th. So that gives us more time frame. Yes, it was. Okay, so yes, it was around July 4th. So they had the car for a few days because of the holiday, and that was to be understood. So I laid low for a few days, listed stuff online, and did other activities, and, you know, made use of my time. So I get the car back. They cleaned my throttle body, and they did two other things that I don't remember off the top of my head, but the throttle body I will not forget, because I was like wondering why my car had exactly no throttle. So I don't know what codes they pulled or anything like that, but I do know when they gave the car back, the car was running. So I was like, cool. So I drove the car. The mistake that I made was my engine light came on, and I did not go immediately back to the dealer. The engine light came on maybe about 4 days out or 5 days out after getting it back, and I didn't have a gas cap. So I went and got a gas cap, because I was under the impression that not having a gas cap triggered my engine light coming on. I'm not mechanically inclined. That's the reason why I pay others to do those services for me, because it's better for me to invest in them than for me to try to do my own repairs and screw my car up, you know, and just not get it done. So that's why I invest in others. Now, saying that to say, now that they have given the car back and my engine light is on, I'm like, man, I'm still trying to make my money and do my daily routine. So I'm ignorant at this moment, because I'm like, I'm gonna take it to them in a few. It's probably something small, blah blah, whatever. I'm being very ignorant, because I should have just took it right back to the dealer and set my butt down and did what was necessary. I didn't do that. Okay, whatever. Saying that to say, this time the car does the exact same thing now, maybe like a week or two after the engine light came on. So basically I drove the car with my engine light on. I'm sure a lot of you guys are guilty of doing this at some point in time, where you got a light on and you keep going, and you say you'll figure it out at a different time. That's what I did. I regret that. If you are a Prius owner, do not do that under any circumstances. Go get your car serviced. Park it, because that small problem can become a big problem. And I believe that's what happened to me. So saying that to say, now we're broke down again. It's me and Tristan. I call mom again. Hey, what's going on, babe? We're broke down. I'm going to call the dealer. I'm having the same exact thing that happened last time happen to me again. So we'll see what goes on and what they can do for us. So I call my tow company. Once again, I use Gas Buddy. My tow was powered by Gas Buddy. Shout out to them. So I call my roadside assistance through Gas Buddy. I get my car towed. We tow it back to the dealer. I talked to the service people prior to arranging that, letting them know I had the exact same problem as last time, and I would have to tow the car in and get it figured out. They called me back in about 48 hours, and they give me some bad news. So the guy calls me, he asked me how I'm doing, and he let me know. He said, look, I got some bad news for you. And this is what he told me. He said, you are going to need a fuel tank and a fuel pump. because I believe on the 2007 Prius that I have, the fuel tank and fuel pump is one unit, but I could be wrong. I have to do more research. This is what I'm being told. I need a fuel tank and a fuel pump. I was told that I need a transmission, and I was told that I need a hybrid battery. I'm like, that's like a lot, considering that I purchased the car with 91,000 miles on it maybe 2 years ago, maybe a little longer than 2 years. I don't have the exact time frame. Once again, I got to go into my records. The car ran beautifully. I told you I replaced the water pump at like 100,000 miles, which was normal. I drove, I guess, 44,000 miles. And here we are. I'm at a place where they're telling me it's $8,000 just to get the parts to fix my car, and another $4,000 for labor. So I'm being told that it's $12,000 to get my Prius fixed. And obviously you guys would know that's a game over moment. That's a game over moment. So now you see me in my Toyota Highlander rental car. And from here on out, I'll either be driving my lady's Honda Odyssey van that she's going to let me use, or I'll have a rental car until I go purchase myself another car, because I'm weighing my options. Should I go get a new car? Should I go take on a note? They did tell me that I could trade in my Toyota. So should I take on a note? If I take on a note, I'll probably have a payment of about $700 a month, and then I'll be on the hook for maintenance. If I get a car like this, I can drive this for about $1,000, a little over $1,000 a month, maybe $1,020, and I'm not on the hook for any maintenance. I have unlimited miles, and I can switch out with different vehicles from time to time, and have freedom. And the only thing I have to do is continue to hold my full coverage insurance through Progressive, and I can drive this. So I think that's the route that I'm probably going to go, because even though my lady is offering for me to use her van, and it is her second car, she doesn't drive it, it's just parked. I'm weighing my options. I'm trying to see exactly what it is that I want to do, because I don't think I'll be fixing a Toyota, and I definitely can't use my van to do these deliveries, because my van, the gas tank is just too big. My van is about 17 gallons. You know, I'm sorry, my van is about 22 gallons. So I'm not going to drive something with a 22-gallon gas tank to do deliveries. It just ain't going to work, because you're going to be getting $100 worth of gas at least every one and a half days. So I don't want to do that. And this car, this gas tank is about $64, $64 to $70 if it's empty. So yeah, that's my situation. So right now I'm at a game over moment with my car, but you know, I never let anything stop me. Everything happens for a reason. When you have obstacles, you have to embrace them, because they build great character, but they help you to get to where you truly want to be. Because if you really want it, nothing is going to stop you. So I take this as a moment to share with you guys. We can all get some education from it, and we're going to ride it out, you know, and I'm going to continue to crush and do what I have been doing, you know. So it is what it is. Like I said, I can buy a car. I mean, first things first, I can go to the auction and I can just go buy another car like that, right? Or I can buy a new car, or I can drive this. So right now, because I have options, or I can drive my lady's van because she offered it to me. I got options, man. So I'm gonna weigh them, and we're gonna see how this goes, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated, and I'll probably do a weekly update, something. But that's where I'm at now. So I'm at a game over moment with the Prius. I love the Prius. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I could go the route of making an attempt to put a new gas tank and fuel pump on it and see if it starts. But if I do that and it doesn't start, then I'm on the hook for a hybrid battery. Cheapest batteries I'm seeing is like $2 grand. Or, you know, you could pull cells and fix some cells, because when the battery goes, it's usually not the entire battery, it's just certain cells are not performing, and you can replace just those cells. But let's say I do the fuel tank and the pump, and then I do the battery, and I still have a transmission problem, which I doubt, because I believe the guy saying the transmission is faulty is not necessarily true. because if the battery's dead and the fuel tank and fuel pump is not giving any fuel and the car is not starting, obviously you're running off of raw power. So yes, when you put the car in reverse, the car is going to be choppy and act up because it's like a standard car running off of the alternator. It's going to lose power after a certain amount of time because it's drained. So I mean, it's like, it's weird. Once again, I'm not a mechanic. Mechanics, comment below. People who are in the know, comment below. And you let me know what you think. I just wanted to inform you guys on what I got going on. With that being said, I'm gonna get back to this board. You can hear my phone going crazy because that's a lot of orders coming in to see where I wanna go. So let's go. We're gonna get back to it and I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Peace.